Hello everyone, and welcome to a Wrestling Analytics online tutorial for how to properly execute a side double wrist lock. We're lucky to have Matt Granahan of the American Combat Association and our newest member of the Sports Analytics team to demonstrate this move.
We're here in historic Saratoga, and we're going to do a little kickoff move for the Wrestling Analytics and MMA Analytics brand. We are actually going to show a technique that can be applicable to both. What we want to show today is side double wrist lock, and it's a move that's often done incorrectly. There's a lot of steps to this hold, and I want to credit this hold to Billy Wicks. It's a simple move, but there's a lot of steps to it. So the first step is, this gentleman, as you can see the way he's standing towards me, is right-handed. So I want to attack his left hand. Now I'm going to grab his left hand the wrong way the first time. Reach across, and I'm going to grab here at the wrist. Now if I'm grabbing here at the wrist, see how his fist is locked? All he's got to do is make a fist, and then he can break it and rip away. And start throwing punches, start trying to shoot on me if it's in a wrestling situation, whatever the situation might be. What I want to do instead is I want to reach across, and I want to grab firmly across his thumb so that I lock his hand. See how I have that across his thumb? I've got all four fingers grasped firmly, and I'm starting to twist already. And you see already he can't break that.
Matt squaring it off against his right-handed opponent. So being that the opponent has his power on his right side, Matt's going to try to neutralize this. So we'll see him doing this here. He reaches out, grabs his hand, neutralizes his hand, including the thumb. He's going to twist as he grasps, and this twisting motion is actually what we would call a pronating twisting motion. The forearm can move in two directions, can rotate in two directions, either pronate or supinate, and pronate refers to bringing his pinky down towards the ground, bringing his palm skyward in the direction of his pinky. So instead of moving your forearm open as if you're holding a cup of soup, hence the name supination, you can bring it down the other way. This is pronation. This is the more debilitating move.
I want to go above his elbow joint. I want to shoot across. Now, real important here is that, and a lot of people don't get this in this hold, the alder bone here is your fulcrum. I want to come across here. Now, I haven't done anything to him yet, but it's already locked. Now, if he's going to take his hand, and I'm going to let go for a second, and I'll come back to this position. If he's going to take his hand, and he's going to go back like this, or back like that, that's the natural direction. I can do that all day. A lot of times when a guy is going to do a can opener, you're going to pull his head up. You can do that all day. You want to twist it with any body part. You want to twist it in an unnatural direction. Now, if I take his hand, I got my fulcrum here, and I bend it this way, right away you're going to get the tap, because, again, I'm using this bone as a fulcrum, and I'm bending in an unnatural direction. What I'm not doing, and what a lot of people will do with a hold that a lot of people would call Kimura, as opposed to a side double wrist lock, they'll grab here, and they're trying to get that tap, and they're trying to affect that shoulder. That can be the secondary point of pain in this hold. So, close up on the hand position. We're going to go left hand. We're going to lock all four fingers across the thumb firmly so he can't make a fist. Begin to twist over the elbow joint, in with the fulcrum here, and we're going to bend to the side in an unnatural direction.
We're going to see Matt step across and grab under his opponent's elbow. This will create roughly a 90-degree angle between the opponent's right upper part of his arm and his lower part of his arm, his forearm. Next, Matt in step 4 here, he's demonstrating, showing us the ulna bone on his forearm. This is what's going to create a fulcrum, and this is where the painful aspect of this move comes into place. We see Matt grasping for his other forearm, creating this fulcrum using the ulna bone. If we here, we'll see Matt grasping for his other hand, creating a lot of leverage, and he's actually going to use his his right hand, the one that's grasping, his right arm, and he's going to pull towards himself, creating a movement in the wrist for his opponent, what we refer to as an ulna deviation. So this is actually moving his thumb away from his forearm. This is very painful, and this doesn't allow much movement for the opponent. If he were to allow him to move the wrist either front or back this way, it would make it easier to escape from. But instead, he's doing what we call, again, the ulna deviation. This is really the secret to the move.
All 4 fingers up over the thumb, my thumb here, grab firmly, just begin to twist, come up over the elbow joint, come in, again with that bone as a fulcrum, and we're going to twist it in an unnatural direction right there, and that can snap the wrist quickly. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to turn my body too much this way, because what he can do with his right arm, remember I have his left arm, is he can shoot it up underneath, push out, see that? And he can escape. So it's really important, again, that I do this fast and that I remember all the steps. All 4 fingers, quick. It's got to be done quickly. If I rotate my hips too far and he gets behind me, he can shoot up under and he can break the hold. So that's a very analytical look at a side double wrist lock as taught to me by Billy Pops Wicks.